All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. Please go get a tablet and a pen. As we begin today, I want to change your life. If you allow me, and if you listen really good, I'm going to give you the blueprint, what you've been looking for all your life so far. Now, the goodies you see there, some of the things I've obtained over the years. By the way, you can get your goodies as well. Now, I broadcast live 6 days a week. Can you imagine that? 44 years, 6 days a week. So you can get stuck with me. I'll be consistent. I'll follow through. Main thing I was going to do is want to help every one of you. So the bottom line is, why don't you tell your friends and family too? Invite them here. It's free. All right, today I'm going to give you information you've never heard before, unless you met me before too. Now, you can't take pictures. You can't record. Why I want it here? I want you to understand something. You have the ability to get to the $1 million dream. You've had that ability since day one. God gave you the tools. The reality is you got to know the steps. Now, I need you to listen very carefully. I want you to think about your city you live in right now. The city. Is there a Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank? Is there a Sam's Club? Have you watched them shut down locations over the last 10 years? You see, what you have to understand something is a corporation can have divisions or subsidiaries. And what happens is when they bankrupt a location, they get to write off on their taxes. They actually get a tax credit up to ×5. When we, the people, make a mistake, it brings the pain home. But we have and entitled the same rules. So draw the diagram I just wrote in front of you, and I added the $250,000 each. See, the problem with most people, probably you, don't be offended when I tell you the truth. You've been using the personal credit. You've been jacking it up, can't write off anything. But if you use corporate credit, this is free money. What do I mean by free? I can build you up to $1 million of cash, credit cards, or lines of credit, because you can't get that at the bank. The reality is this is free because it's under a tax ID, and we can basically write off the interest rate in the credit card. All we have to do is maintain a little payment. And one of the things that happens is you had one chance. Your one chance was the SSN, because we all became sheep and ducks. So the reality today, when you look at your banks like Bank of America, you look at Chase, you look at U.S. Bank, you look at Wells Fargo Bank, or you look at Sam's Club, they've been shutting down locations for years, 10, 15 years, the ones that don't make money. But they write it off, so what do they care? And they get a tax credit. Then you watch and heard 11 cities file bankruptcy. But you didn't do anything. I went to the court building. I wanted to hear and see what they did for themselves. So let's understand today, we're going to give you the steps you've been missing all along. Number one, what I need you to do is write down, stop bringing the pain home. Because that's what you do. Now, it's easier said than done, but you're going to have to work your tail off too. I need you to write down, become a certified CFO. And that's not easy. Everyone thinks it's a title. No. The thing is to understand, reprogram your brain into millionaire. Now, let's introduce you to the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. All right, by the way, you could have used this when you came out of school. It was basically in July 9th, 1869, 153 years ago, a corporation became a legal person. It has more rights than you and me. So my legacy is the Ray Reynolds University. I'm going to leave it to my children because I can run all the goodies and millions and billions, because I'm not going to leave anything to them. I'm not going to set them up for a tax problem. The biggest problem in reaching your goal, probably, sorry to say, is you. Sometimes you have to get out of your way, but yet that's what I have to say today. So let's understand, there's 1,000 steps to millionaire. That's all, if you follow through. But again, you're going to get knocked down a couple more times too. 6 days a week. Literally, invite your friends and family. You actually make a 10% commission when you refer somebody to me. In my program, it's very simple. Whatever you invest, I'm going to make sure you get 100% to ×5 to ×10 your money back through personal business credit. I know you probably got a corporation, spent $3,000 for a piece of paper that was free, and you didn't learn diddly squat. So now you're stuck. But if I give you back your money, you're going to have fun too. I'm also known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous People. And people coming out of prison, I wrote a program for that too. Free Ray Ricky Ross after 20 years for $1 million of credit. Thomas, 26 years, millions of dollars too. The ability to play the game. So winning the game of business, I wrote 44 years ago. Because business is a game I'm going to play. Now, you probably had that kitchen table meeting. You sit there with your partner of life, and you said, hey, honey, I want to start a business. Goody. Oh, what are we going to get the money? Hey, let's hawk the house. Let's hurt the family. Let's jack up our credit cards. Sorry, that's what you did. The goal is never to bring the pain home. Well, let's teach you how to play. Why don't you write down today's date and project about 90 working days? Everything you see through this whole presentation, I obtained through corporate structure, from the mansions to the yachts to the big buildings to the Lamborghinis too. Now, you have to ask yourself a question. Corporation has 4 quarters: March, June, September, December. So when we begin the 3rd quarter in the year, we have to have countdown. How many days do you have left to get your 750 credit score, corporation and division set up now? It's simple. You have 138 days. That's all you got. Please don't waste them away. The goal is this. Let me get you up to $1 million of cash credit cards from corporations so you can write it all off. Then from there, next year, 2023, you'll be qualified, listen carefully, to get up to $5 million of cash credit. But that will be checkbook money. Goals. Now, time, I can't waste any time. So I don't know when I'm going to die again. So the bottom line is pretty simple today. As we listen and learn, bottom line is I need you to get up an hour earlier every day. Set your alarm on your cell phone. Go ahead and do it now. You need your private time, your me time. Okay? I didn't know I'd end up in a coma 13 years ago. July 4, 2009, we took out one of the yachts in the backyard. All right, no problem. Next day, I'm in a coma. See, I brought in millions and billions into corporate structure by the time I was 26. Kind of fun. Got all the goodies, too. But the reality is I got to die. So the bottom line is I found myself in a coma. Wife signed a POA. From there, the nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart and not give it back to me. And then Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, let's go back. So here's my prayer, one of them every day. One of my daily prayers is why? Why am I here? At the end of the day, what is my purpose? Is to help every one of you with the knowledge that God has trusted me with. All right, so make sure you got that tablet and pen so we can begin. See, I don't know why I'm here. See, I've been shot twice. 6 times I was knifed. All right, I've been literally dying in a coma. In another coma, I was crippled for life. For some reason, I've been all through that use and abuse too. But I keep going. So do yourself a favor. All right, you feel sorry for yourself is 3 seconds or less. Getting past go. I'll show you the Lamborghinis, the Duffys, the mansions. I'll show you how I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. So white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. Amazing what stupid people say all the time. Don't worry, you got some people around you that you don't think are too bright too. Race boats in the backyard. Helicopters. U-dots. Yachts. Hey, about the Ferraris. See, Ray's rules works. So your goal is simple. For 44 years, I've been turning people into millionaires. You want to be next? Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain into millionaire. See, based on your age, we got to make sure we don't waste any time. Now, if you want to rebuild your credit yourself, you can. Just Google Section 611. That's all you got to do. Section 611. It'll take you to the page and help you actually rebuild your credit. See, credit repair companies are a scam. They're fraud. I didn't say it. The Federal Trade Commission says it every day. So let's understand why credit repair doesn't work. You pretend that they have a magic wand. Whee! There's no such thing. You hide like they're going to solve all your problems by giving $150 a month for 2 or 3 years. See, you got to own up to your debt, no matter what you say or do. Bottom line is credit rebuilding works. Credit repair? Nah. Simple. So let's give you the first 25 steps today. You ready? Got your tablet and pen? It's very simple. In step 1, get your reports, credit reports for free, because you get them every year for free. Now, I need you to pull out your Social Security card. I need you to pay attention. All right? You're going to learn some things you never learned before. Now, when you look at your Social Security card, let's remember why you got it. And you didn't know why you got it. You were just told to, like sheep, let's go get that because we're told to get our job. Our mama did it when you were born, based on the age you were born. But it says, very simple. The SSN creates a 1040 tax return, and then you use it for credit purposes too. So when we read that card front and back, most of the time it says do not laminate, don't use for writing purposes, and basically belongs to Property Assessment Administration, not you. By the way, that's IRS. And that's how you get your 1040 tax return. Congratulations. That's step 2. Never bring the pain home again. Now let's go back when you paid your first bills. You got your first big paycheck. You're going to pay all these bills. Oh, goody. And then you looked at your check and said, what? What the happened to my check? Well, it's true. We all have that moment. See, you have to remember, the IRS gets their cut before you get the leftover. That's why it makes us sheep and ducks. The reality is we got a choice. You see, under the Constitution, on the 14th Amendment, all right, basically a corporation's a legal person, which allows you to basically set up a corporation and not bring the pain home if it's done the way it needs to be done. Because if corporation today, if you have one, they sue it, they sue you. So you got to learn the process that I created in 1985 called divisions. So you got choices today. So I'm going to teach you how to play what you needed to learn a long time ago. So I'm going to give you a guarantee as well in writing. And it's very simple. I will guarantee what I'm going to do for you, but we got to hold hands, and you got to do what I ask you to do and follow through. Is that okay? That's all you got to do. It's the truth. And you can gain a 750 credit score. Don't apply for credit. Don't jack a bunch of credit cards, because you've been using the wrong credit in the first place, by the way. So, as this page moves by itself, I want you to think about something. I don't want your past chasing your future. You can go to creditors or credit bureaus and beat them up. You can negotiate a debt. You can put them in small claims. You have an IRS problem? IRS.gov. 656 form 433A and B. Offering compromise. See, there's a solution for everything, step number 3. But you have to follow through. Bottom line is like rapid refresh and rapid scoring that I created 34 years ago when I was training Ken Yarbrough, security chief at TRW, and Asperian, and even Harold Stokes, my mentor, my professor too. 157 points that lady got in 45 days. So I want to introduce you to a rapid refresh. And what it does is it kind of blocks bad stuff and pushes the score up, which gives us green lights. So let's see what happens. A 750 guaranteed. Here's a nice client. She's got a 651 for 4 years. I told her, why would you do that? She says, my attorney and my bank told me to. Well, that was Dumb and Dumber, by the way. She's got no green lights in the bottom there. But I got her rapid rescore, 132 points, and look what I create, green lights for the corporation. That's the ultimate goal. See, corporate credit's free money, and we get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. Nice couple. Filed a bankruptcy, told by their bankrupt attorney, you can't get credit for 10 years. Another dummy. I got him credit right away. Here's a guy who's got 11 collection accounts, him and his wife, laid on their car payment and their house payment. Here's $3,000. Let's see if we can renegotiate. Let's see if we can fix the problem. See, I believe there's a solution for everything. Getting you to a 750 is not hard to do as long as you're part of the program and you pay attention. Now, in our programs, my programs, you're basically assigned a specialist. In that specialist, understand something, 800-510-3338. They hold your hand every step of the way and guide you if you need to go to a class and answer me some questions too. So the ultimate goal, we only have basically 4 programs. I like to make it simple, called the KISS method. A is very simple. You want to rebuild your credit yourself? I'll put you in a class and give you the #1 book on the planet. I'll even give you a $500 credit card for showing up. Cash credit, by the way. If you do want us to do it for you, we're going to do a rapid rescore, block a bunch of blah, 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 and get you 750 guaranteed. So here's the one about do it yourself. It's very simple. All right, what happens is every Saturday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I have a class for the do-it-yourself people. They get into the class. I give them the #1 book, how to basically remove bad credit anyway, and rebuild it. It's $499 for the whole package. But then I give you a $500 cash card. See, I want you to reimburse yourself. If I do the program to rebuild you, it's a 750 credit score, guaranteed. But that means I'm going to rebuild it with our team. We're going to do a rapid rescore. All right, you got classes on Saturday to go to if you want to. I hope you do. And we're going to guarantee you 750. But the difference is we're going to charge you $999. But I'm going to give you a $1,000 cash card. That way you can reimburse yourself again. Ultimate goal, it's guaranteed in writing. See, the goal is never to bring the pain home. Now take a picture of Zelle here if you don't have it already. Ray Reynolds recipient, very simple, ray@rayscredit.com. That way the money's transferred to no credit card, no hacking at all. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. If your specialist, once you're assigned one, doesn't bug you every week or two, you get on that phone and you put them in check. Always in check. We want to hold your hand every step of the way. You're also guaranteed a 10% return on referrals. You give a referral today, you make $1,000, I'll sell you money right away. People make money every day. So remember, all right, there's only 1,000 steps, and I'm live 6 days a week. And today we're going to give you the first 25 steps today. So remember, there's no excuses with me. There's no excuses with you, because I'm going to put you on check. We're going to work together. Now, here's the problem you all have. You're sold on the national mailing list because you're a voter. You got a corporation, Secretary of State sells you too. Your cable company sells you. Why don't you make a phone call, 888-567-8688 today, and opt out for 5 years or a lifetime? That's step number 4. I want all that selling your information to be stopped. From there, we have to plan the problem. I'm sorry. Someone in your life, friend or family member, knocked you down, got in the way, and kicked you on your assets too. Well, they did. That's unfortunately what happens. The people around us are the ones who usually screw us up the most. Isn't that true? Now understand something today. Safety credit. All your cards in your personal wallet need a sticky. A sticky. You got to write this down. This is the procedure. This is Ray's rules. The limit of the card, and maintain 25% always, and never go past 29%. You're going to create your own line of defense. You're going to pay attention, and we're going to have fun, because every dashboard you check, from Experian, January, Equifax, or even basically Credit Karma, all say 0 to 29% is green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So if you keep the discipline, I can rebuild you. And on top of that, I'll build you $1 million of cash credit for the corporation, step number 5. Now, most people, they have an emergency. They lose their job. They all do the same silly thing, sorry to say. They run out of time, they run out of money, and then they jack up their credit cards in 42 days. Why would they do that? Because they don't know how to play. The bottom line, let's pretend today you needed $5,000 now. Go ask your friends, your family, and the bank. They're all going to say no anyway. And what's going to happen is you're going to understand something today using common sense. The average person wastes $50 every other day. This is a $5,000 card in my hand. If I max it out today, the payment is $50 a month. $50 a month. So it's amazing what needs to be done. Ray Reynolds, the credit hour. Yes, okay. So how can I help you? How fast can, what does everybody ask, how fast? Okay. All right. Okay, so let me get this. You've been with a credit repair company for 3 years. All right, and you have a 619, so you still have shitty credit. And you're asking me how fast I can do it. Well, reality is it's not how fast, it's what the process can be done. How quick can it be done? Now, you've been basically, you lost $3,000 or $4,000. You still have bad credit. So you did it to yourself. You allowed them to kind of screw you over. Why don't you file a federal complaint against them, Federal Trade Commission today? Go to your bank and put a claim against everything you paid them and reverse the charge. In other words, get your money back as much as you can. Now, how it takes for us, within 10 working days, we're going to analyze you. We're going to tell you exactly what you have to do on your end. And then we're going to give you that timeline. Average is 90 days or less, unless you really screwed up. All right, and then it could take 6 months if you don't do what I ask you to do. All right, worst case, I had Mickey took 17 months because it took him forever and he kept jacking things up. Gerald took 14 months. All right, Mia here took 3 weeks. So again, I can go on and on. I have 22 million clients that reach millionaire status and 20 billionaires. So I'm going to do it as fast as possible. As an affiliate, I get a fee every time I fix you. All right, thank you for calling. So common sense is we use the card as a backup. So let's think. They say the average person wastes $140 a week. If that's true, that's $600 a month. $50,000 credit cards, if I max them out, they're $6, $12, $26. So if I use some common sense, I can get 2 pizza restaurants, pizzas, even during a pandemic with a drive-through. Using common sense. Step 6. So if we plan to reach our goals and to believe in ourselves, I'm going to believe in God first, then me. There's the goal. See, I was kicking the door jam at 10. When I kicked the basketball hoop, they all freaked out. I was kicking the hoop and I go, nee, and I go, what? Then they go, what dudes can't jump? Only stupid people say that. The bottom line is he even kicked out the lights that night in front of the Guinness Book of Records to piss him off. Because he said, where's the wires? It's an aluminum building. Oh, he goes, oh yeah, you're right. So the bottom line is you got choices. You got people in your life that tell you can't do this or that. Please don't believe a bunch of dummies. Your choice is simple, like when Nixon took the gold standard out. It changed the rules. And what happened for you, I want you to write down Ray's rules one more time. I want you to think. If you have, and allow me to build you up to 100,000 personal, and you only use 29%, that would give you 71,000 of safety credit when blank hits the fan, lost a job, or pandemic. There's the go. But what you've done in the past, all of you take your credit, your money from your family that's already taxed, and you can't write out diddly squat, and you start a business. And then it gets all screwed up. And then you got to go, what do I do next? Ray's rules are very simple. I've been teaching and preaching for 44 years. Where have you been? All right, never bring the pain home. Step number 7. Become that certified CFO. See, we all got a sad story to tell. Nobody cares at the end of the day. Nobody cared that I was, born in a taxi. All right, basically used and abused as a kid. And then I got to basically be in a coma and crippled for 5.5 years old. Then I died in another one. You see, nobody cared I was begging and stealing off the pier and eating out of a trash can. So let's understand. You feel sorry for yourself is 3 seconds or less. All right, maybe 3 minutes, maybe. You see, all I know is whatever God puts us through, it's a test of faith and persistence. Why don't you Google the address there? You'll find the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor. All right, the boats in the backyard say the Ray Reynolds University. See, God's delays aren't God's denials. You fall off, what do you have to do? Get back on again. See, you got to be the Energizer Bunny. Energizer Bunny, that's me. All right, I don't stop. But I'm up every day at 2:25. I bet you're sleeping in. You're letting life pass you by. Your choice is simple. Keep going. The ultimate thing is you got to stay safe and strong and have faith and believe. It's in God's times anyway. Now let's understand. Read it. Come on, it's in front of you. A corporation's a legal person, chapter 18. I heard that at the Hope family's house when I was being used and abused by her and her family. All right, and I heard a corporation's a legal person. I was 7.5. All right, they were having a poker game every Wednesday night, rich and famous people. And then the reality is I went to the library. I studied for 2 years because I wanted to know what it really meant. See, I was looking for a blueprint. Well, you've been looking for your life, by the way. And then I started Helping Hand Industries. I was 9.5 years old when I sent a little money order away to Secretary of State, California. I got $119,000 credit cards in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave. What have you been doing? See, here's our problem. All of you and me, we're ducks and we're sheep. Why? Because we're told and not explained or educated about it at all what an SSN is, equals 1040 tax return. A corporation gets an SS4. Well, that's fine. When they sue the corp, they sue you. How stupid could that be? The problem was, all right, and I created a solution for that problem in 1985. It's called division process. Every division is a line of defense. Every division gets a tax ID. Every division is doing the business like the banks and grocery stores do. So you could truly become a CFO. What a concept. You could really be a corporate millionaire. I did it at 14.5. Why didn't you? You see, you get stuck here in your personal credit and you're doing your corporation credit, you're stuck. Now what do? You do it through the division process, you never juggle again. But that's going to be up to you to listen and learn. So let's go back to that SSN, what you've been doing wrong. By the way, it's an SS5 form. Write it down. SS5 IRS. Wow! And then there's an SS4. So this one's tax. We're a bunch of dummies and sheep and ducks. Because when they sue us, we have to duck. Over here, we don't have to pay tax, so we're profitable. I can't pick this without picking this because I'm stuck over here, so I got to do both. No wonder rich and famous people hire me all the time. Isn't that fun? So if you listen carefully, this is corporate credit, free money. You can finance the American dream and write it all off. And if you screw up, you get to write off that too. All right, if it's a corporation and divisions, by the way. Why are you not a CFO yet? Why aren't you balancing the debt? I don't understand. All right, tax, no tax till you're profitable. All right, it's about time you learn to play. I want your personal life to be a break even. I want your income and your house payments to break even for house payment. Goal is to have a break even life. Anything above that, I want it in the corporation because it doesn't pay tax until it's profitable and absorbs all the money. It's true, money gets you honey, right? Bottom line is stop bringing the pain home. Millionaire in the making. Oh, goody. I love this. So if you can follow the rules and tools, I can rebuild you and I get you up to $1 million. Is that okay? Don't apply for credit. Don't jack up a card. Don't screw up what I'm trying to do for you. Because right now what you're doing isn't working. So we can basically rebuild you. And then you're stuck with me up to 6 days a week. Line 10 on the SS4. Did you ever read it? It says banking and credit purposes. Whee! Free money. Write it all off. IRS public record. So we could balance this and do it right. Wow, what a concept. A corporation's a legal person. Why? Because a corporation is a legal person. So we have to have a credit life. All right. Now I want good cards, more cards. All right. B of A cards, blue cards, Wells Fargo cards. I want 10 of these suckers on every division because I want that division to have $250,000. Times 4, that's $1 million. So if we do this correctly my way, we're going to have $1 million of cash credit. We can finance any business we choose to. We're now in charge. We can make that intelligent decision. We can stop bringing the pain home because corporate credit's a write-off. It's free money. And then the bottom line is you can become a CFO. All right? And you don't have to bring the pain home anymore. But again, this is not legal and accounting advice. It's just public record. You should have did this a long time ago. What's wrong with you? Are these turned on? I hope they are. Maintain what I tell you, 25-29% rule. Goal is simple. See, divisions are great because what happens is a line of defense. Let's pretend your corporation gets $1 million. When they sue the corp, they sue you. A division gives you the line of defense and gets cash credit too. So we could have the line of defense like banks and grocery stores and cities do. We don't have to bring the pain home if we screw up. All right, someone knocks us down. There's 89 ways to use a division. What a concept. So cats have 9 lives. Wow. And a corporation can have as many lives as it needs to. And this is your second chance not to bring the pain home. Isn't that a concept? You might want to learn to play. How many days are left of the year again? 138. 750 corporate divisions now. Hey, I don't control time, neither do you. And you let it pass you by, that's your problem. Okay, I'm giving you the truth. Now, boot camp's coming up. We're going to have fun. I do one every 3 months, every quarter. So what's going to happen is, coming soon, September 23rd, 24th, 25th. So boot camp's great. Now, let's understand. Here, it says, why have a business line of credit? That's B of A. That's all the banks. Now, listen carefully. As long as you're the CFO now, till January, I can help you get $150,000 per bank. We can get you some checkbook money. Would you like some checkbook money? That's up to $5.4 million. All right, is that okay with you? But right now, our focus is corporate in 3 divisions and becoming a CFO and learning how to play. There's the goal. Hey, if these people can get a line of credit from referencing $1,000 that I teach in level 2 up to $1.125 million, so could you. But again, borrow money's not taxable. So we learn to play. So the goal is very simple today. Stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and program your brain into millionaire. Believe it, receive it, go get it. All cash applications require a CFO. Your choice is simple. Maybe your corporation is going to be real estate, franchise, leveraging money, or profit sharing. Well, when you write down the word division today, I want you to write down bucket of money. That's the goal. Now, understand something. Never be offended what I tell you, especially when it's the truth. When you use personal credit to do a business and you can't write off diddly squat, when you screw it up, you bring the pain home and you're stuck. If you made it, you got to pay tax. Either way, you lose. But if you take corporate credit, the free money, and you do a business, you can write off the interest rate on the credit card. If you win, you can absorb the taxation. If you lose, you write it off. So it doesn't hurt you to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. But when you retire, your bills don't go away. But your 401k goes bye-bye. So if you don't have the Millionaire's Founders Kit, 12 books, 12 CDs, they give you the 1,000 steps and rules and tools that I sold at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night. Today, you get half price. Instead of $9.99, it's $500 if you Zelled it today. If you don't Zell, then you pay the $1,000 to the sales reps. That's all you got to do. Simple. Now, I want you to think about standing up right where you're at now. Put your arms out. One hand should go quack, quack, I'm a duck, I'm a duck. Hey, we're all ducks with an SSN. We pay tax on everything we talk about. We can't even breathe without paying tax. But a corporation, SS4, doesn't pay tax till it's profitable. I wonder if I should do both. What do you think? Probably. But again, that's the IRS's rules. It's public record. Check it out. So if I write you a check for $1 million, you're going to act like you're rich. You won AGT. You won the lottery. Fantastic. And then after dust settles, all right, and you put in your personal bank account, which is stupid, you only get to keep $375. You're not rich now, are you? But if you put it in a corporation, you can absorb all the money, pay no tax, so you're profitable, and set up all the accounts you can and buy a yacht. Why not? But again, you could be winning the battle if you want to. The only one stopping you is you. Step number 8. So Mary's great. I think Mary's beautiful. She's fantastic. Ivy League education. Mary's her 3rd grade, her sweetheart. They fall in love. Get all that education, making $250,000 a year each, doing fun. Got 2 kids, 2 dogs, a cat, and a fish. I wonder why the fish didn't eat the cat. Or the cat ate the fish. Who knows? She gave $10,000 to receive an attorney. Well, they said they're going, beep, 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 beep. I'm sorry. I think they're a bunch of dummies when it comes to being an entrepreneur. But you know what Mary did? She used $98,000 of her personal credit. She took her 800 score and dropped that sucker to 591. Plop! When she called the CPA attorney, what did I do wrong? What's her response? That's about it, folks. Here's the problem. You got the same problem. Open the ears real big. If you don't become a CFO, you're never going to get there. You're going to fall on your assets, and you're going to be broke the day you die. It's just true. Simple. See, a corporation with divisions allows you to act like the bank and the grocer in the city. Her restaurant filed bankruptcy because it's a corp. They sued her, and she lost her house. Her husband divorced her, too. He says, I didn't sign up for that. See, a division gives you a line of defense. If you don't set up divisions when I'm telling you what you need to do to make sure you don't bring the pain home, then you'll be a dummy all your life. That's up to you. All I know is if you listen and learn, you can play the game and win. And the only reason you brought the pain home in the first place, you didn't do Ray's Rules way. What can I say? It's just the truth. We'll set you free. So if you pay attention today, we can change your life right away, and you can stop bringing the pain home. Come on, people. Look at your banks and groceries. Look at Sam's Club. All right, they do it in your face. You don't even pay attention. I look behind the curtain. Branch number, tax ID, subsidiary. I want you to focus on tax ID and divisions. I want you to find how to play the game, step number 9 today. So let's see. When you heard Orange County and other cities file bankruptcy, what did you do? You heard it. You didn't pay attention. You sat there going beep, 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 like everyone else. I went to the court building. I want to see how it works. I want to get behind the curtain. Ray Reynolds, the Credit Hour. How can I help you? Yeah, okay, yes, you were on Saturday, and yes, we had a client give us a major check to bounce. What about it? Did we raise the money to solve the problem that he gave you for $63,000? No. Okay, but what do? I just get on my knees and I pray to God to give me peace. And you work through each emotion. I mean, the reality is simple. I mean, when you allow the world or people to get the best of you, you're just as guilty as they are. In other words, a shithead's a shithead. If you want to be a shithead, when he treats you like a shithead, then act like he does as a shithead. In other words, if you keep your peace, I'm sorry, I have to just say how I feel. The reality is simple. All right, I turn around and try to keep my peace every time. Because I know there's another step, All right, so you want to go to the boot camp. Well, it's $3,000 for $1,000 a day. okay, without the goodies. It's simple. You want to help me with the problem, and you're willing to give me $1,000 today for 3 days of boot camp. What a concept. So you want to take advantage of me. That's okay. I'll tell you what, I'll call your bluff. If you Zelle me $1,000 before I'm done talking, I'll give you all 3 days in person or online. But if you don't, I called you bluff, and the answer is when you want to really do it, I'm going to charge you twice as much. All right, thank you for calling. So, the cities file bankruptcy. That's the government. That's what? The city, the state. So, the United States of America Incorporated, they set up 50 corporations called states. States set up corporations called cities. And that's how they play the game to protect their assets too? What a concept. Why didn't you pay attention to that? I did. I learned that at 9.5. So you got a choice today. Do you know what they also did? They set up a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. In case blankets the fan, they can bankrupt the debts of a city and stay in business. Why don't you learn to play? What's wrong with you? Are these turned on or not? I don't get it. Apple files bankruptcy in 97, out of business, done. Mr. Bill Gates, they did say he was the richest guy on the planet. Not true. One of them in the United States, yes. $94 billion running monopoly, so he got indicted 4 times. Here's an indictment in front of you. But he did one thing. He wrote a check for $150 million. Listen carefully. All right, from a line of credit. Even let them pay the payment. All right, see, borrowed money's not taxable. So he didn't have to really do anything, did he? Now they're worth trillions of dollars. What a concept today. Won't that be good? SSN SS4. Now, here's where I want you to be real serious right now. The next time blank hits the fan, will it be you, SSN, corporation, or division? Because it says it on the bankruptcy. Are you going to be a duck and bring the pain home again? Or are you going to be a corporate division? I hope you make the right decision. But again, that's step number 10 today. Cats have what? 9 lives, so could you? I like that. Here's your second chance. You get to play with me. All right? And you don't have to basically, what? Get stuck. You don't have to juggle anymore. You can play. All right? See, applications. Luckily, I'm an affiliate to 119 creditors. I get to do a peekaboo. What happens with you? You go to inquiries, and your score drops, and it drops, and drops. Ah! You're falling off the cliff. Well, they say anything more than 6, you're automatic denial. Good luck with that. So if you have a corporation, you want me to build cash credit for you, let me know. How much would you like? 100,000, 50,000, million? Simple. It's free money. I can teach you to be a CFO. What a concept. Now, if you don't have a corporation, I want to assign you to a specialist. That way they'll hold your hand, and I basically play with you too. And what's going to happen is basically we're going to look at program B. See why you need a corporation, why you need me. A, if you don't do the corp the way I tell you, they sue you. Divisions are the process. And building you credit up, and away. And then I analyze you so you don't stop, and you stop bringing the pain home. So here's a package. This is beginners. For the beginners out there, it's very simple. Credit Rebuild, Rapid Rescore, guaranteed $750. Articles are free. Off list, tax ID, set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Now, I'm going to be your coach for 90 days. All right, you get to go to that Wednesday or Saturday or both. It's $999, which the average person wastes in a given month. But I'm going to give you $5,000 of cash credit back, 5 times your money back. And I'm going to rebuild your life, guaranteed. So you're going to learn to be a CFO. Now, if you want millionaires in the making, all right, I discounted it right now to $1,999. But you get $25,000 of credit, 13 times your money back as you learn to be a CFO. Simple. Again, it's Zelle, bank transfer deposit, or wire, and then you're still stuck with me. So remember, if they don't bug you, the specialist, every week or 2, you get on that phone and you keep them in check. That's the goal. Every Wednesday, every Saturday for 44 years, I stood there in person or online or both. Simple. It's a corporate setup class in level 1. So, and how to do the division process. You got to beat your doubt and run your own race, but you might have to get out of your way just a little bit. Step number 11 today. Getting past go, I like goodies. I didn't like stealing off the pier and eating out of a trash can at 3. It sucked. But I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy like most of you. So the bottom line is God's gift. I like that, the mansion in the harbor. How about race boats to say the Ray Reynolds University and yachts? How about helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings? Why not? Isn't this fun? See, I like all the corporate things that the corporation can do and write it all off, but not you, because you're not set up right. Now, I need you to be serious about changing your driver's license. 44 years, 38 years, I've been teaching and preaching about changing your driver's license. Privacy is everything. So right now, everyone has your driver's license. The DMV sells you on a mailing list. So the reality is it's better be P.O. Box or mailing address. Because the reality is, it's like when Rebecca Schaefer, the Schaefer bill. That really pissed me off. She was a client a long time ago. God rest her soul. So you got a choice. Ray's rules. Privacy Act. All right? And step 12. Stop bringing the pain home. When you do things, I'm sorry, I want to repackage everything you do because I think you do it wrong. You go to the car dealership, the car you drive right now, they sweated you for 5 hours. How'd it feel? Real good? You lost 5,000 plus and got 9 inquiries. You allow this. When they give you that piece of paper, you sign it. All right, next to your signature in the future, you take a picture. It says 1 inquiry only. All right, that way you control it. You don't let them use and abuse you. By the way, you should buy the car at Fleet Price Tax ID Division. My way. Ray's rules. Stop bringing the pain home. A car, Fleet Price Tax ID Division. Why do I do it that way? Why the heck would I want it on my credit report? What if it screws up? What if they sue me because I'm the registered owner? I mean, who would be the registered owner of a car? That's dumb. That's just obvious. Who they're going to sue? Come on. You wouldn't do that, would you? See, you can't write off your car, but a corporation you can. You get to borrow the keys. You become the CFO. Isn't that fun? When you drive the car that's registered to you, you're a duck. When they do the bumpity bump, because they're all doing it now on purpose, they sue the registered owner. By the way, that's you. And then they ask for a driver's license or insurance registration, please. Home address, home address, home address. Now you're really a big duck. If it was registered owner as a division, by the way, they get diddly squat. I like diddly squat, don't you? Step 14. But again, it's up to you. You can learn to play and plan the problem and quit bringing the pain home too. Cats have how many lives? 9. How many would you like? See, this time when you're going to try, and if you screw up, you're going to write it all off because it's a division. Why that? Heck, would anybody bring the damn pain home? I had to fight to get out of hell because I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I thought it sucked. Divisions are the only chance you got. If you don't play with me, good luck. Look where you're at today. If you're where you want to be and you're a millionaire or billionaire, why the hell would you listen to me? Because you're trying to learn something. Divisions, every piece of property. If not, someone's going to slip, fall, and they're going to sue you. Your house payments be offset by your taxes. Simple. Hey, come on, rich and famous people, why the hell would they pay tax? They don't have to. It doesn't matter if you made $10 billion on Amazon or $1 trillion at the time. See, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do if you pay attention. By the time he's done playing with Twitter, he's going to buy it at a discount. He did it to other companies too. But he does have a spaceship, and he's not the richest guy on the planet. I wish they'd tell the truth. It's like when I ask people, who was the first president of the United States of America? Well, my teacher said George Washington. I said, that's not true. His name was Hanson. No! Yeah, I'm a factual person. I don't guess at anything. So he's got a spaceship. He's got a spaceship. The other guy's got a spaceship. Whee! Beat me up, Scotty. So you got choices today. You can learn to play because the IRS tells you the rules and tools. Oh, they don't tell you. You got to figure it out to win the battle. So how many times am I online? 6 days a week live? Me? You stuck with me? Wouldn't it be fun? I know it'd be fun for me. It'd be fun for you. I'm having the time of my life. So invite all your friends and family. Don't try to explain what you're going to do. Just let me tell it to them. All right? When they get into the program, basically you get 10%. So I got even specialty classes during the 8 classes on Saturday. I start at 7 in the morning, go all the way till 4 in the afternoon. So what happens, there's a class on real estate every 8 weeks, one on leveraging. We got divisions, we got Dun & Bradstreet, we got stock kit, we got daisy chaining, we got nonprofit. This week it's tax balancing. Tax balancing is fun. See, I want you to leverage into the millions. All right, maybe billions if you want. Ray Reynolds, the Credit Hour. How can I help you? Well, reality is you're a client from what year? 2003. So you basically signed up on the Cerritos Avenue in Anaheim location. All right. Yes, you have a wife. You have 2 kids. All right, and your brother used to go to the workshops. How the blank do I understand that? I have total recall on most things, sir. All right, that's why I'll challenge anybody on the planet with the knowledge of a personal business credit, because I think they're all stupid, because they don't know what they're really doing. So why are you calling after all this time? You screwed it up. Oh, goody. You were in the real estate game, right? So you got your, how many houses? 16. And you didn't put them in divisions. Now, whose fault's that? Again, one of them, two sued you, and you lost it all. Well, did you learn something? To listen to Ray. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Well, get back in the program. Sign up for something today, and we'll get you rebuilt again. All right. Thank you for calling. So, tax balancing. Now, why didn't credit repair work? They don't have a magic wand. It's BS. And they can't remove something legitimate anyway. That's why you have to negotiate or solve a problem of a debt. Credit rebuilding works. So if you want to go to my class and I'll teach you how to do it yourself, there you go, $4.99. $500 card back, do cash card, and I'll even give you my book, and I'll even read it to you. I'll teach you how to play. From there, if you want the credit rebuilding program that I do with a rapid rescore, guarantee of $750, it's $1,000. And you still get a $1,000 card back, then reimburse yourself. But again, that's step 15. Remember, you're assigned to a specialist. If you have stuck at any given time, you get them on that phone. So here's a starter package for basically the millionaire. We're going to rebuild your credit, rapid rescore. Articles are free. Also, list tax ID set up in level 1 every Wednesday or Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You go to either one or both. Basically, it's very simple. $999, you get 5 times your money back. 5 times back. That's the goal. As we do this, as you become a certified CFO. Mr. Singleton, you're there. Fantastic. I haven't seen you since about a week and a half ago. So how you doing? Hopefully you're working the program and getting back into it. Sorry you went through some bad times too. Millionaire in the making? I think you all should be millionaire corporations. I don't think anything's less. Anything less than that, it's like, why bother? Rebuilding the credit, rapid rescore, all the goodies, $1,999. You can basically write it off, and you get $25,000 of cash credit back to you. 13 times your money back. So what excuse you got now? These aren't working or something? But again, it's Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. And that specialist, if they don't get with you every week or two, you put them in check. That's the goal. The ultimate goal. Run your life through a corporate in conjunction. That's what I tell you to do. But you do what you want. But let's remember something. Okay, step 16. All right, we, the people, have the right under the Constitution and the 14th Amendment. Now, here's your problem. There's a lot of them I need to fix. No, it's okay. We'll have fun. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, you get your paycheck. It's taxable income. You get the leftover, which kind of sucks. And then you have to pay the car payment, the gas, registration, insurance. Why don't you yell no? Once you start driving a company car. I do. That's how it works. Why would anybody drive a car they can't write off anyway? Why would anybody use personal credit, which you can't write off diddly squat, and not use corporate credit? You need to write it all off. I mean, what the hell's wrong with people? I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand. My wife always says, no one's like you, honey. Well, she has to remind me that, because it's like everybody should be doing this stuff. Become a certified CFO. Look at line 10. It's right in front of you. The S is for banking and credit purposes. Isn't that fun? So we all can go to irs.com right now. All right, number 18. When we're all done listening to me go blah, blah, blah. And you know what? You can find out I'm factually verifiable. And you don't have to be a duck. Because when they sue you, you better damn well duck. That's how it works. Stop bringing the pain home. And learn to be a CFO, please. So let's understand something. The United States of America. I love the United States. I really do. But the reality is, when they don't teach us what we need to know, and they basically call the 1%ers and blah, 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 that's crap to me. I think it should be 99% millionaire corpse and 1% broke. For the lazy ones. So what do? Corps and cities create a Chapter 9 bankruptcy, bankrupt cities, and get rid of the debt and stay in business. And your problem is you don't understand we the people. All right? You heard it. You understand about this much. Your constitutional right is you should have incorporated the day you came out of high school. And hell, I never went to high school. I was at college at 14 and a half. That was half fun. Stop bringing the pain home. Ever since Nixon took the Gold Standard Act, understand, every woman who was delivering a baby right at that point, okay, here's the baby. Baby's here. Here's the forms. Fill it out. If you don't sign the SSN form, we can't release you from the hospital with you and your baby. So now it's federally mandated. Pop! You don't have a choice. They got to print more money and bond the baby. The baby really getting a job? I don't think so. They can't put the baby in the stroller or the car seat and go home unless he signs the SSN form. That's the way it is. It's like the rules. Ray's rules to buy a house. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. If your house is not in a trust today, good luck. Why? Because when they sue you, they just take it away. And if you die, it's stuck into probate. Your family's going to get diddly squat. Well, that kind of sucks. Because you didn't plan the problem. So if we do this right, let's understand. It's like when you fix up properties today, you hire the contractor. The contractor hires the subcontractors to stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. And you know what happens next? If they slip and fall, they sue you, take everything you got. If you did it my way and planned the problem, put them in divisions, they're going to get diddly squat when they try to sue you. I like diddly squat, don't you? Why not? Why don't you look up an irrevocable trust? That's what I would pick. But do what you want. That's step number 19 today. 6 more to go. Stop bringing the pain home. Now, I meet people all the time. Ray, I don't want to pay tax. And I say, stop the crap. Okay? You want to play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. They're the bullies of the world. Give me a break. They're going to kill you. They're going to lie. They don't give a damn about anybody. So you got to realize, if you want to play peekaboo with the IRS, go away. I'm not going to help you. If you play within the rules, you can win. So if you play peekaboo, why don't you go irs.gov, download a form called 656 433A and B. Get your free money, get your butt back in the system, step number 20 today. Okay? From there, what do we have to learn to be? CFO. Now, when you fix up properties, if you do it my way with divisions, you get to save up to 70%. On top of that, you don't have to pay a bill for 30 to 60, 90 days because I'm the original OPM. They named it after me. So let's understand something. Escrow can close and pay off the debt. Now, here's the problem with most people. Probably some of you, maybe all of you. You get a $200,000, you act like you're rich, and you piss it away, and you're broke the next day. Aren't you ever going to stop your roller coaster? I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't get it. Raise rules, leveraging money, borrow money is not taxable, line of defense. You can make sure you can learn basically blackjack, step 21. There you go. It's simple to be a CFO. Now, I ask the question to God every day, why? Why? You gave me the talent to build up to millions. I'm helping millions of people be CFOs. And in 2009, my building, 22,000 square feet, doing up to $1 million a day, I get to go in a coma and come back and keep helping people too. So you got a choice today. Pay attention. All right? A line of credit? Business line of credit unsecured? Up to $150. No tax return required if you do it my way. Checkbook money, $5.4 million. Corporation in 3 divisions. Simple to become a certified CFO. So they learn to leverage money in level 2 for $1,000 plus. It's simple. So you borrow money is not taxable. You can learn to play. But again, that's going to be up to you. Not bring the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain into millionaire. If you have a corp, I'll pray for you. Because when they sue your corp, they sue you. Yes, you! You're a duck! If you create the line of defense like banks and grocery stores do, and you master the 3-step I invented for you, disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and then if a division screws up, you don't bring the pain home. What a concept. If you would have did divisions right out of school, you would never brought the pain home in the first place. How silly do you think you feel now? Divisions and tax IDs. That's kind of fun. Sign me up. Isn't it fun? But we got the choices today. Step 22. We can stop bringing the pain home. What a concept. Now, you have to be honest with yourself. Are you willing to lose the family, the corporation, or a division? Families, no. Corporate, they sue you. The answer is no. Divisions are cheap. So if you and I play chess today, we're going to lose pieces on both sides to win the checkmate. But at the end of the day, I can guarantee we both get checkmate. You want to play? But again, that's step basically 23. We get to play. We don't have to bring the pain home ever again. 10% referral if you refer people. You make up to $1,000 even today. Simple. I'm online 6 days a week, live, and all day Saturday with all the classes too. What excuse you got now? The bottom line is I love Lamborghinis. But again, it's not mine. But I got the keys. Boom, boom. Isn't it fun? Why do you think Tiger Woods has a 150-foot yacht? Offsets taxes. Reaching the dream. All right, think to be the impossible. Raise rules. Making people into millionaires as long as they have a corp in 3 divisions. They can learn to play. And I'll do most of the work for them anyway. Becoming a certified CFO. So don't forget, every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m., level 1 is set up for 90 days. Then you're stuck with me. Ultimate goal is very simple. So let's understand today. Never have joint credit because that's kind of dumb. When you buy a house, it's escrow, closed, homestead, trust. Corporation, just a piece of paper. All right, if you do the divisions for line of defense, real estate, franchise, current business, line of defense, and raise rules, we can get that corporate credit for you right away, and then you can write it off as you build the American dream. And I can coach you every step of the way if you want to. But again, that's up to you, using bonus cash credit. By the way, that's called step 24. So the bottom line is you got one more to go. How many more days you got left? You got work to do. You got to get off your assets. All right, get up early every day and let's go do it. See it, believe it, go get it. 138 days left of this year, 750 corporate divisions. The foundation is the key to success. Boot camp's coming. Yes, to answer your question, yeah, the guy that called, I offered him $1,000 if he's held it today, if he wanted boot camp. But if he does it before I'm done, I'm going to honor it. I'd honor it for anybody. But again, all right, I always call the bluff. But if they give a bluff, then I have to, give it to everybody. All right, but if it's not done before I get done talking, the offer's up, off the table. Simple. See, business is a game, and I'm going to win every time, even when I get my assets kicked. 800-510-3338. Ultimate goal, credit repair, fraud. Credit rebuilding works. You can go to a class to rebuild it, and I'll hold your hand, give you the book, and sing Kumbaya, and teach you how to play. And you get a $500 card to reimburse yourself anyway. You want me to do the rapid rescore? I'll do it for you. Simple. $750. Workshops on Saturday. $1,000 card back to you. It's $9.99. You get your money back anyway, and then you get a $750 guaranteed. See, I want to take away all the excuses. Starter package for a millionaire. Tax ID, set up level 1. Every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, live with me. $9.99 to get $5,000 back to you. What's your excuse now? The millionaire in the making, $1,999. You get $25,000 of credit. 13 times your money back. You got no excuses anymore. If you don't Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire, sorry, the rest is on you. Look where you're at today. If you would have did divisions all the way, you would have never brought the pain home in the first place. I've been doing this for 44 years. It's like, where you been? Your goal is to become that millionaire corporation. Banks play the game in front of you, and you got to start paying attention. Cities do it too. They stay in business and write it all off. So remember today, all right, stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and program your brain into millionaire status. All I can say is we have to stay safe and strong. The world's getting crazier every day. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. And the ultimate goal at the end of the day, step 25, make sure you have the office number to talk to a specialist. 800-510-3338. That's number 25. So you have a blessed day. You stay safe. You stay strong. All right, remember, God does the rest, and we do our best. That's all we got to do. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all. Santos, you know how to turn this thing off?